Why can I not get into Schitt's Creek? It sounds like my kind of thing. I love some of the cast. I just can't seem to gel with it. And actually, I know why that is. It's because of David and Alexis. I do not like them as characters. I cannot stand them as characters. And also the same with Roland as well. But I will talk about him more in a moment. And that's such a shame because the premise sounds really interesting, and Johnny and Moira as characters I really love, but unfortunately the characters that I hate or that irritate me completely overpower anything. So I am just discussing the first episode here because I've seen the first episode I think 3 times now. This was recommended to me recently, the show, and I went to watch it and I realised that I'd already watched the first 5 episodes not that long ago, but I must have blanked out so much of it that I just didn't associate the name with the show. That's how much it just irritated me because of these characters. And it's such a shame because I love 2 of the characters and the premise is pretty interesting. The first episode, Our Cup Runneth Over, was released in 2016, directed by Jerry Ciccoritti. I definitely mispronounced that, and for that I apologise. And stars 2 people I love, Eugene Levy as Johnny Rose and the fabulous Catherine O'Hara as Moira, the father and mother characters, and also their children, Dan Levy as David and Annie Murphy as Alexis. And I'll read the description for this first episode from IMDb. After losing everything, the Roses are forced to move to their only remaining asset, the town of Schitt's Creek. Pretty interesting concept that they have lost everything. Their house, we get to see it, it looked beautiful, it looked like they had a really good quality of living. And now they have to move to Schitt's Creek, which is the antithesis of everything they have known in their pampered lives. And they have a big shock to the system and they stay in a motel and they have to start experiencing new things and trying to find their way in the world again. And it sounds really interesting. I love a riches to rags story. I love watching films and TV shows about posh or wealthy people trying to make it in the real world because I think it's fantastic. And I think that's maybe where I get annoyed because while Moira and Johnny are interesting to watch with these adaptations, David and Alexis are very entitled, and I think they just remind me of every annoying influencer and entitled 20-something that are plastered all over the internet just now, that they just pulled me out of the fiction and made me think too much of reality, and how much I just get so annoyed by a lot of people on a daily basis. If those characters weren't in this, and it was just about a married couple trying to regain some kind of social class or some kind of quality of living after losing everything, I would have liked it. Now, I said I didn't like the character of Roland Schitt. I don't. But I will say Chris Elliott plays him fantastically, and I would have expected no less from Chris Elliott. He's a brilliant actor, but the character annoyed me. Or creeped me out, I guess is more realistic. But the characters of David and Alexis, although well acted and well played, I can't like them. And this was after I watched the first 5 episodes and then rewatched this first episode, and I just can't get past it. Now I'm aware that I'm quite alone with these thoughts because this is a very successful sitcom. There are how many seasons? 6, I think. I'm spitballing here. I'm pretty sure it's about 6 seasons, and it's very well received and very well loved. And I was looking for a sitcom to really get my teeth into. Should I power through with it? I currently, after trying twice, I don't really want to. But if somebody can convince me that it gets better, that, I don't know, maybe after season 2 the characters who annoy me begin to become less annoying, maybe I'll give it another go. For now, I've tried twice. I'm going to pause it. But if somebody can convince me to get back into it and to, give it another go, I'm willing to do that. Because it sounds like I should love it. And unfortunately, despite a few characters and castings, I just can't get into Schitt's Creek.